Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Friday lunch chat. I have some fun things to talk about today, and I'm very curious to see if this is working how it's supposed to. Trying something new. You know me, I love to try something new. It's working! Now the question is, will I be able to see people's comments and reactions? Because I don't know how that works with this new app. But the best thing I can see is working is closed captions. Yes, this is what I've wanted for so long. Geeking out here. Bear with me for 1 second while I go to this video and then mute it. I don't. Hello. How do I get the volume? Hi, everybody. Okay. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. And I hope I can see the comments. I'm not really sure how it will work. Oh! You know, sound, Heidi, I bet you that is my computer and not this new software. It just periodically is staticky. It's like something's come loose inside, and I don't have the mic here to plug in, so I guess we're stuck with static. Bummer. I'm just so happy I can see everyone's comments in this platform, so I'm going to close the Facebook platform so that's not distracting me. Okay. Happy Friday, happy Friday. I have really fun stuff to talk about today. Do you guys know about a classic little yarn called Remix from Berroco? I'm about to tell you all about that yarn. So Remix has been around for quite a while, right? It's not like it's anything new, but there is a new component I am going to tell you about. But first I wanted to just give you a quick little bit of background about this yarn because it is a recycled fiber and it is so unique. It is made with cotton, linen, silk, poly, nylon, no note on the end of the nylon, and they gather up these remnants from the garment industry, these fiber remnants, and then they get kind of like all mixed up and broken down and then put through the mill to create a new yarn using all of these leftovers. And then what Berroco does is Berroco gets this yarn in on cones, and it's an extremely fine version, and it plies them together in-house to make the remix yarn. So it started out with the worsted weight, which we carried for a long time. We don't currently carry it, but that's not to say we won't have it again in the future. And then somewhere along the way, a couple years ago or so, maybe 5 years ago, they added Remix Light, which is a really interesting yarn because they call it a DK and they recommend a gauge of 5.5 stitches to the inch. It is extremely lightweight though, so literally light, meaning it doesn't weigh a lot for a strand of that yarn. So the skein you get for 100 grams has 432 yards. So insane yardage, even though it really technically knits kind of at 5.5 stitches to the inch, which is a DK gauge. And that is not a typical yardage for a 100-gram skein of DK yarn. So it really kind of sits and straddles a whole bunch of different gauge areas, and you could definitely knit it at sport weight. It's not really a fingering, even though that is the yardage you would expect from 100 grams of fingering weight yarn. So I'm going to show you a couple of things in Remix Light that are super fun and exciting and timely, right? Oh, hi, Julia. Julia's hopping on from vacay. So first of all, let's talk about this beautiful dress here behind me. This is Jill's Lotta. And Lotta is a design by Marie Green of Olive Knits that was featured on the cover of Line Magazine #5. And it's now available as an individual download. And Jill did it in the Buttercup colorway of the Remix Light, and she wears it all summer long, and it's just absolutely adorable. It is such a cute little dress. Top down, couldn't be easier. I think Jill's Lotta only took 4 skeins of Remix Light, which I think at $14 a skein, that's a scream, right, for a dress. So the other thing everyone's been enjoying Remix Light for lately is fireworks. That's right. It is a really good, and yes, Marilyn, I did just see your order come in for your periwinkle. It is a great yarn for fireworks, and in fact, we're knitting a sample up right now, right here. So let's take a peek at Jill's fireworks. So I have to bring it in close to get the light right so you can see the texture on it. It is definitely a more subtle option, but you can still see it just fine. But the fabric You guys. So this is going to be one, if you wanted to use the Remix Light, you would definitely want to follow the 5.5 stitch to the inch gauge option. I feel like you can always just swatch. If you like it at 5 stitches, then by all means do it at 5 stitches. But it just feels so good. And this is one of those yarns that definitely, the more it's washed and worn, the softer and more relaxed and delicious it begins to feel. Like, for example, Jill, let's see if I can hang it here. There we go. Jill's Lotta, it just has a lovely, lovely soft hand because she has worn it and washed it several times. So Remix Light, we love it. It's on our website. If you decide that you might want to try a more summery version of Fireworks, or you just live somewhere where wearing wool is not an option, or you just don't care to wear wool because you have an internal thermostat that's a little higher than normal, then this is a great choice. Great choice. So the special fun thing I want to tell you is new for this fall, which we actually have it now. Berroco is so on top of it this year that everything is early. So here, let me first, I'm going to sync a couple of links. So here we have a link to our Remix products on our website. And then here is a link to Lotta, the dress that I was saying, designed by Marie. This is Lotta right behind me. So I just plopped a link into Lotta on Ravelry. And so now what I want to show you is the brand new Remix Chunky. Everything we love about this yarn on a size 10 needle at 3.5 stitches to the inch. Woohoo! Right? Give 3 cheers. Right now it's in, I think, 12 or so, 12 to 15 colors. So it didn't start out with the full palette that the other remixes have, but that's fine. They're still lovely colors. And I want to tell you, we just got this in, and Jill has already busted out one of our cuddly, cozy baby blankets. And she used the birch colorway. Isn't this gorgeous, you guys? I wish you could just feel, this is the ideal baby blanket yarn. So I didn't mention before, but Remix is totally easy care. Even though it does have a little silk in it, it works just fine through the wash machine. And this would be an amazing gift. This took 4 balls. That's all. 4 balls of Remix Chunky. So size 10 needle, and there you go. And it's a really, really easy stitch pattern to memorize, and you can just crank on it, just like Jill. And so in addition to that sample, I am designing up a new scarf that would be a really great men's scarf. In fact, Z called the other day, and she said she was looking for a pattern for a men's scarf, and I was like, hey, I think I might have something that fits the bill. And I told her about this. I wasn't quite so far along, but this is going to be a herringbone stitch scarf in the Remix Chunky. And I just started my second ball, and I've got a good length on here. I think I might go for, we'll see. We'll see how it looks after I finish. I was planning to go for 3 skeins length. So I don't know. Maybe I'll adjust the pattern to make it slightly wider in the finished version and make it 3 skeins, because I feel like it could have a little bit more width. But anyway, it feels really nice. The herringbone is fun to knit. It's a great stitch pattern that lays flat, and it looks pretty good on the wrong side. So it definitely looks different from the right side. There's our right side again. And here's our wrong side. So it's got a different look, but it totally is fine. So like if you get the part of the scarf, showing on the wrong side, as happens when you wrap something around your neck, it works out just fine. So 2 great options in the brand spanking new Remix Chunky. So, oh, here, let me plop the pattern for the baby blanket in. The one I was just holding up is called our Cuddly Baby Blanket. And it's a pattern that was actually kind of prototyped by Paula, who used to work here, Miss Paula Webb. And so we've done it in a bunch of different yarns over the years. It makes us such a great baby blanket. So that is my little spiel about the Remix line and why we love it so much. All right, you guys, I promised you I had Cara bags. And I do. It's just some of you guys have gotten smart and started looking on the website in the morning before we have chats to see if there's new Cara bags. And consequently, I only have 3 left to show you. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I only put them on last night. So we only have one of these, the classic knit about style. This is the great bag that goes right over your wrist so you can walk around with it and knit. And it's got the little button flap that opens up with some great pockets to put in like interchangeable tips or double points or your scissors, etc. And nice big open cavity on the inside. So this one is super cute. It says, "I knit, therefore I swear," all over with little yarn balls and flowers. So that's on the website. And she has a new style. I only have 2 left. Oh. All right, you guys. Oh, I was going to bring this one up so I could give you the link too. Let me do a quick search. There we go. I will plop that down into the chat. Okay, this one is called the Bonnie Bucket Bag, and it is named for her sister. And look how big it is. Here, put it next to my head for perspective. It's big and beautiful, and you guys, these are exterior pockets all the way around. How cool is this? And then it's got that nice cinched close lining so that you can make sure everything is nice and protected with the big old handle. And then on the inside, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, like with the lighting, but can you tell? There's 3 pockets. So around half of the bag on the inside are more pockets. So this is like the perfect large project bag. Sweater, blanket, multi-skein shawl, multicolored something. You've got enough pockets to keep several different sizes of needles. You can keep all the yarn. And here's the best part. This is what I love about a lot of Cara's bags is they stand up. So you hold it, it's nice and stiff, and it's not going to just collapse next to your chair. So you carry it around, you set it down next to your chair. There it goes. So this is the Daisy, and these are $75. And then this one is my favorite. And if somebody doesn't buy it, I'm going to take it home. I almost don't want to show you. Okay, I'll show you. Fine. Look at this one. I call it Gold Dots. It is so gorgeous. It's like got a sparkly teal lining right here in this detail. And then it's got a gold and white lining here. And on the inside. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm sorry. So this beauty, somebody please take it before I do. And there were more. I apologize. They're gone already. People are catching on, grabbing them. Look what I have. It's cherry season, y'all. And my parents were here this weekend and gave us cherries. Oh, so great. It goes too fast. It goes way too fast. Okay, so the last thing is I forgot to tell you guys on Tuesday that my collaboration with my good friends Janet from String Theory Yarn Company in Glen Ellen, Illinois, and Cadence from Fuzzy Goat in Thomasville, Georgia. The 3 of us have a collaboration that we started back during the pandemic in 2020, and it's called the Good Vibes Yarn Tour. And I'm sure if you're watching this video, you have heard about it, but I'm going to tell you again, just in case we have some new faces. So what this is a 3-month knitting subscription box, but it is so much more than a box. It's not just here's a box of some really cool stuff. It is here's a box of some really cool stuff, and here are some live shows to go with your boxes where we will take you to new cities and introduce you to new dyers and show you behind the scenes and talk about the special food treats from that area and maybe watch a technique video and give you an exclusive pattern to go with your exclusive hand-dyed yarn. So it's a whole experience. It's a whole adventure. And our Good Vibes Yarn Tour is hitting the road again this fall. And we are going to 3 great American music regions / cities. And so we want you with us. We want you on the bus. So we have 2 ways to pay. You can sign up for it all at once. It's $3.95, or you can do 3 monthly installments of $150 each. So you can just find all of this on my website. In fact, if you go to our current blog post, which I'm now going to grab a link for. If you head to our current blog post, you can take our little quiz. It's Is the Good Vibes Yarn Tour right for you? And answer those questions and see if you think like you'll be a good fit to come on the tour with us. So yes, it's a virtual tour, but it is a lot of fun, and we have a ton of fun putting it together. So what our favorite thing to do is to find dyers, makers, producers. So I'm talking about not just makers of things like tools, but makers of things like notions, bags, and all kinds of things. And then we also include, we always try to include some kind of regional snack or treat from the area that we're visiting. And so we try to find small artisan makers of those things as well. And so we're trying to just throw the money everywhere, right? So you're giving us your money, and we are trying to invest that back into the industries that we know we need to keep supporting to keep alive. It's just the same way that you guys give us business, trying to help us stay here. We want to give that business out to all the people we order from. And so we're having a blast, always looking for some new special thing that we can throw into your subscription box. And by doing that, support the person that makes that. So we also donate 10% of the proceeds of our tour to a large national organization that's working to make the world a better place. In fall of 2020, we donated to the Southern Poverty Law Center. And then in winter of 21, we donated to the National Women's Law Center. So we haven't decided yet where this fall will be, but it'll be something that will make you feel really good. So Sally, those bags are on our website, and if you want one, head on over there and follow the link that I gave you there for the Bonnie Bucket bag, and you can grab one. So I want to just thank everybody really quick before I cut out who has emailed to ask for help picking out a contrast color for the Good Vibes yarn. For the fireworks knit along. It has been so much fun. My phone is full of combos, full, especially if people who bought like Heather's So Happy Jane tweed, and they're like, I bought this color of tweed. Can you recommend a contrast color? And so I'll find something kind of similar in the shop that I can like just set it next to, so in the picture for comparison's sake. And then we're just having so much fun throwing stuff next to it, taking pictures, sending them to everybody. So thank you. That has made our week a whole ton of fun. If you are interested in getting in on our 2-color knit along for the fireworks, we do have a sign up right there on our website. It's right on the homepage. And if you just sign up there, we will send you the Zoom information to join us for 3 different get-togethers. Those are going to be on June 29th, July 2nd, and July 4th. And do not worry, because if you cannot make July 4th, we're not doing one on the 4th of July. July 6th. I misspoke. Don't worry if you can't make it, because they will be recorded. And then if you have signed up to participate, you will get the link to the replay. So, but you do need to sign up, because I don't want to just blast our whole email list with all this if they're not interested. So you have to go to the webpage right on there. It's the top banner. You can't miss it. Make sure you're signed up. Then you'll get the Zoom invites. You'll get the Zoom replay links. You'll also get our handout of tips for making the 2-color version. So all of that good stuff. All right, you guys. I hope this worked. I apologize for the staticky sound. That's my crappy laptop. Time for a new one. It's not that old. Ugh. But I am happy to get this new platform worked out, because I think it's going to be really great for future live videos. So, all right. Have an amazing weekend, and stay cool, because a lot of us are headed for a heat wave. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye.